Alright, so the first step to making charcoal is go find some nice seasoned wood. It's gotta be nice and dry and not rotten or anything. So it's best to find like a dead branch, big thick one on a tree, and make sure that it doesn't have too many branches coming out of it, because you don't want to deal with a lot of knots or anything. So a Christmas tree is like the worst thing you can use. Too many branches. You want a nice piece that has no branches coming out. And so then the next step is just sawzall the branches up into little pieces that are as high as your container. The best way to do it is, instead of throwing it in there like that, you just stack it up and it'll fit a lot better. So cut this down to size, but I didn't have the right size pieces, so I just threw them in. So yeah, you cut them up with a sawzall or something off the tree into logs that wide, and then you take something like an axe or a splitting maul. You can either strip the bark off now or do it after you split it, but at some point you're gonna probably want to strip the bark off, and you can just strip it with a knife, get all that bark off. So get something that looks like that. Here's a piece of willow, and yeah, get your splitting maul, and you gotta get a log or something if you're doing this to make your own black powder to reload shells, or make fireworks and stuff. So make sure you put it on a log so you don't get any sort of gravel or rocks inside of the log that would cause it to spark inside the ball mill. So yeah, you get it off the ground, chop it in half,
That looked easy.
and then next, once you get them down to that piece or size, you just kind of split them with a machete or hatchet, works a little better. Split them down to nice even sized pieces. The more even it is, the better it'll cook all together. And then load it all into a retort, pack it as much as you can, just so you can get more product.
Cast iron.
That's the reason you don't do it when it's wet, is because you just be cooking off a lot of moisture, and you won't really make very much compared to using a lot of dry wood. It'll take a long time too. So yeah, it's cast iron retort, and if there's rust in it, just kind of scrape it all away, and make sure nothing's gonna fall in it, no sparking rust or anything, and wipe it all away. Clean it all up, and you put the lid on. And what happens is, the weight of this lid is so heavy that when this starts cooking, all these gases start trying to escape, and pressure builds up, and yes, the gases start escaping, but the lid stays firm and doesn't let any oxygen back in, and it cooks all the volatiles out of it, and you're left with just pretty much carbon, which is charcoal. And it's pretty much the best container because it's reusable. About $30.
Harbor Freight.
I kind of bend this little wire down to keep it all in place. Put it on your fire, and then build up a bunch of wood around it and cook it for probably an hour or so with this thick of a container.
Yeah, let's pile up some sticks.
We'll get back to you when it starts steaming. Alright, so it's been like 30 or 40 minutes, and the fire's actually died back down. The flames aren't really coming out of the retort anymore. All the volatiles that were cooking out were making flames shoot out. And you basically just want to wait until there's no flames coming out, and maybe cook it a little longer than that, and just keep the flames up so that no oxygen is going to get back in. There's always going to be stuff cooking out of it. And as soon as you think it's done, we're going to take it out of the fire, And the next process is going to be putting wet paper towels to seal up the edges so that no flames or no oxygen can get in once it's cooling. Although for this retort we might not have to do it because it seals so good. But if you're using like a paint can or some other sort of retort that you just stab a big hole in, then yeah, you're gonna want to seal that hole when you take it off the fire. But yeah, we'll get back to you when we're taking it off.
So we have waited a whole day because if you don't, it could spontaneously ignite. So we gave it some extra time. But here's the big reveal. Not bad. Good charcoal. Yeah. Good stuff. Sounds really hard.
Yep. Doesn't, you know, it's good if it's nice and black. You don't see
Brown.
brown
Or too much of that.
bits of the
white.
wood still showing, or you don't smell any what smells like burning wood or anything.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah. All right. So yeah, this is how it burns. Burns just like charcoal. Yep, great for roasting your hot dogs on. Doesn't leave nearly as much of a taste on it.
It shouldn't pop too much. Pop a little bit. Yeah, you can feel the heat coming off there.
Yep.